guys to everyone, I'm Ala from Poison Drop, and today we have a different type of guest. Today we have in Italian a Christian from VLAD in Tears. So hi Christian, first of all, how are you?
Hello there, I'm fine, thank you.
And this will be a different, it's a pleasure to have you with us. First of all, it's an honor because we are interviewing a band that had a lot of success outside of Italy. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I want to ask you before going, to speak about more the band, how you end up in Germany from Italy?
Yeah, right. So it was kind of around 9 years ago, mm-hmm. and there was this manager, this music manager, found me and my brothers, like the band, online and on Facebook. So he contacted us and he was texting us and asking us to work together, and if he would have agreed, we needed to move to Berlin, and because he was living there, and he's also told us that it would have been like the perfect choice because of the music scene, also the kind of genre we play, would be perfect match to the German scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, and actually, at first I didn't want to move to Germany because I've been living like in England for a while. So
really? You lived in England as well?
Yeah, and London was actually my first choice as a musician, as a person as well. Yeah. But then I had the other option, like LA, US, and that was actually it was my biggest goal to go there. So I never even thought going Germany. So it was like, okay, why Germany? Why Berlin? I knew that kind of music, the Gothic rock and black scene is huge in Germany, and German people really respect it take it as a religion. So, which is absolutely true. But because of the language, I never thought like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, what I'm gonna do there? Like, it's gonna be like, yeah. But anyway, so even though I didn't know actually that in Berlin, like almost everyone speaks English, so I never had any trouble.
Really?
Language,
I need to sign somewhere. So it's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah, but it's different from Berlin from the other places, like from the other cities in Germany, because of Berlin is like not even entirely Germany, Mm-hmm. It's full of any kind of cultural. So for me and my brother, like me and Dario, the bass player. Yeah. And my brother, like we've decided to move to Germany, to Berlin, and we're like been crashing for 1 year and a half in this super small place. It was kind of, it was a super small flat in the suburbs of Germany in Berlin, and it was like a real adventure because we actually didn't have a job, so we were like, okay, we'll just play music every day, and we started touring, and we started playing with other musicians because of the other half of the band couldn't join us. So our oldest brother, the guitar player Alessio, couldn't make it, so he stayed in Italy, and he went a different way, and our drummer actually couldn't move. So it was just me and Dario, so the band kind of split up. So that was really, really, really hard.
So that there was the change of lineup in the band.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually changed different times because we're like looking for replacements, let's say. Yeah. And we played like with several musicians, also Italians, but it never really worked out. That's why we're back together after 10 years old. The old lineup is back and try.
Really, that's great.
Yeah.
So, that's great. So, but you're playing since a lot of years now. It's because I see now, for example, I'm seeing here that the first album was released in 2008.
Yeah, it could be longer actually.
In fact, so start from the beginning. When VLAD in Tears, we can say, appear in the first scene.
Well, I don't know.
And how they formed.
Kind of around. Yeah. So I started the band. I started the project actually. Being honest, my idea was to start a music project all by myself. So I wasn't even thinking about a band because we were like, I grew up playing music with my brothers, and we were playing music in Italian language, and it was a kind of rock, like alternative rock, whatever, but nobody really cared about it. So
in Italy, nobody cares about anything.
Yeah, and I wasn't really happy about it. I wasn't happy with it, so I was like, fuck, I actually want something different, and I and I always loved the black scene, the Gothic rock music, like since forever since I was a child. Also the Gothic culture, whatever is part of it, even horror movies, beautiful Gothic atmosphere, everything, you know, books as well. So I'm one day I've decided to start this new music project, and came up with this Blood in Tears name because I got inspired by this Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula. Yeah, and the topic was really, really intriguing to me. Like, you know, this warrior, this man who kind of damned himself and denied his God, has been fighting for all his life because he has lost love of his life. Pretty cool, you know, and so that's why Blood in Tears, you know,
as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think actually the topic Blood in Tears, actually behind Blood in Tears name, is the everlasting topic of love and pain, suffering, and any kind of love. So it's really forever, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started actually, it was kind of around 2005, I believe, and with my first song. Yeah, my small studio, I wrote the first song, the first notes, the piano, or like With the Madness. That was actually my absolute first song. Yeah,
wow,
and that's
so it's basically it was like so there was like a release of some sort of EP, or you would just go straight to the first album?
Well, we actually been through the first demo, kind of came out, but really kind of disappeared. Like it was, I have no trust.
It was like in the deep web. You can find it in the deep web.
Yeah. Exactly. Somebody's smuggling it. I don't know. But then we actually came up with the first official record, Seed of an Ancient Pain. Yeah. That was our official record. And then also I put back With the Madness into the record.
So it was like you incorporate the demo, the disappeared mid-demo inside the first album. So, but you released like, I mean, I'm reading here like a lot of albums. So there is a 2009 Underskin, Welcome to VLAD, but a lot. So and you released one as well. The last in 2020 being released. That story is not for second lovers. But I want
it was awesome.
Just to know, because when you focus too much about speak each album, sometimes you lost the beauty of an interview, and especially you lost the beauty of the meaning of which is your message, especially that you want to send. Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna straight to ask you, in your opinion, which is the best album that could incarnate the soul of Blood in Tears?
I'll say absolutely the self-titled album, Blood in Tears.
In 2020.
That's it's the most representative one because of it's got everything that shows the real soul of the band. You know, we got like a lot of heavier sound compared to the other records, and there's also a lot of passion, a lot of dark style, and the melodies, the vocal lines are really like so various and more dynamic. So I can actually express myself into the record more than I did in the other records. They're more like popish, let's say more light. Yeah. But this one is actually really like deeper, and I think it was so
you see that as well. But this is an opposite question, since we in Italy we have this you know the scene, as I know the scene in Italy, so just not waste too many words to explain the scene in Italy. If you have to, for example, to choose one album for the Italian people to listen, Blood in Tears, that heavier and particular stuff here are not well accepted, and so maybe something more that could more fit with Italian way of thinking.
Well, it depends,
It's hard, even for me, to think some band that could fit in Italy. So
I know what you're saying. Actually, that that's also one of the reasons why I didn't really had doubts moving out of Italy. It's not. I love Italy, but I was struggling with my art. Actually, there was like nobody cared. There was no interest whatsoever.
You're right.
And it was like, I felt like how in the hell in the world I can't do what I love and not even recognized and appreciated as an artist. It's like can I be that bad? I was so so about the record and the album, like I don't know. I think actually people, it's Italian listeners, or like I want to say something like good about Italian people that can actually be somewhere like in the middle, some good music listeners. So for all the Italians out there, they listen to this kind of music, the Gothic rock, metal, keep it up. So I say just go through Spotify, Blood in Tears, and in the end you will find what suits you the best.
So,
what album makes you feel,
because there is as well personal taste. Yeah, of course, and as well you see as well, of course, that in Germany you are going very well. So I think as well with touring, because when you were in Italy, you toured or you just did some live here and there.
Yeah, we never been touring because there was never the option. So we were like just playing some festivals and some small shows, but it was I mean we're talking about like so many years ago. So I don't know how the scene is there, like if it's better. But what I understood
was
what I understood from my personal experience, Italy is good for the superstars from around the world. So they welcome really well when you're really super famous and you're from America, from England, whatever.
Maybe you make only 500 people. 500 people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or you go to huge festivals. But the point is, people don't understand that to get to those festivals, you need a lot of push and. In order to get this push, either you're lucky, you have someone spending a lot of money behind you, so it's actually pushing you with that, or you've been traveling around the world, you've been busting your ass off, so actually you earned that position.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Somehow, you know what I mean? But so many people don't know that. They just see the superstar and say, oh my God, this is super famous, so I go for it. But a band trying to make it through day by day, it's like people really not supporting that, actually that. Mostly like mocking that.
Yeah,
you know?
and in Germany,
that's bad.
Since you're in German, like you start to tour it and being we can say all around the Europe. So there is some particular moment or tour place that you have been to that you remember mostly that we can say good memories of touring.
Yeah, I remember like one of the best times of my life was when we were on tour with 69 Eyes.
Wow, no, my God, of course, I fucking love 69 Eyes, Lost Boys.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, absolutely.
August Moon.
It was incredible. Yeah, there was absolutely the best, one of the best times of my life. Really, it was like,
it really is.
Yeah, and besides, we were like not only in Germany, but actually also in Eastern Europe, like Poland and Austria, and was one show in Italy actually.
With them?
They went pretty well.
How are they? I love them. Really, I grew up with them. How are they?
I love them too.
I love the singer. He has an amazing voice. That warm tone of voice. It's amazing. They're amazing.
Amazing guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and really, it's the first time that I heard. Because of course, being in a wedding as well is meaning you have to interview most of the time the band. So you can have a huge band that you like, but band that maybe you didn't like too much. But of course you do it because you don't have to like the music, but maybe you're friends with the person, you know the person. But it's the first time that I actually sometimes mention that one of my favorite band when I was a really teenager, and I'm not afraid to say that I still like them, because sometimes people say, oh yeah, I was a teenager, I don't listen to music anymore. I said, no, I'm sorry. I
don't agree. Like music is everlasting. It shouldn't be connected to a period. Like when it is, it's like a brand. It's not music.
You started with that. I started with that's why I was like I told you, I see your first concert in Italy because I of course started with him as well. That band was for me was like a sort of poetry, more than music.
Band,
That's why I cover my body with tattoos of them, things like that. So I grew up with that music. I know all the songs in my head. So sometimes people say, "Oh, but you are like it's too stupid," and I say, "No, because it's not just the music; it's the lyrics. What is behind is pure poetry."
Yeah, exactly.
It's pure poetry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still listen to all of these bands, and that make me really happy.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool to think that this music is considered as sad, which it actually is, but it's comforting, and some people say the same. Yeah, but some people say the same thing about our music, which is actually comforting music, because it's like when you're like in a melancholic mood or you're like suffering or whatever, the music of this kind of music makes you feel better because you feel comfortable and you feel like understood. You know what I mean? So it's like
Of
It's like
course,
a kind of
I know
healing.
what I mean, of course, yeah, as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a quote that is one of the for me, one of the best songs that I listened in my life is In Joy and Sorrow. He said that there's no cure for the pain. And it's true, because sometimes there is no cure for the pain, because it means that not that you have to suffer for all your life, but you have to embrace it. So face it, and you can live even with that, with a smile. Even if you are in pain, it doesn't mean that you are going to struggle all your life. That's why I think that this band, like your band as well, are putting these feelings in words is helpful for the people out there, because how many young guys we have with depression, with really mental problem, mental problem, not in the bad way, but like anxiety, especially teenager. And that's
people
why
are struggling.
And I remember when I was you had your first heartbreak. I remember when I was a teenager listening to him, and I were like comforting me, like you say. And they give you the strength, because you say, okay, I'm not alone, because if I'm listening for the year, so huge, means there are other girls, other men, guys out there that are listening to their music. So it means that everyone in the world, they have their heart broken. So I'm not alone, and it's helpful. So it's good still today, because today these bands are not more long. There are no more. I can see they are not playing anymore. For example, there are not such a much bigger activity. So if you're still playing, thanks for playing, because to the young teenagers that are literally extreme today about their suffering, going through medication and everything, maybe with the music, it is the best medication. You have
absolutely.
Yeah. So just since we were speaking about the art break, there is one song that you would advise to say just the girl, because sometimes it's us the girl that we suffer the most. The girl going through an art break.
Well,
wait, I take notes for myself as well. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably like one of the last songs we released with That Stories of Single Lovers, which is Dead. That's pretty much a cool song representing the band pretty well, and actually will fit a lot of broken-hearted people. So it's called Dead.
Dead, okay.
Song I wrote. Yeah, it's a song I wrote about heartache.
It's you, the song, the write, all the lyrics.
Yeah, I write everything. Yeah, I write the music and the lyrics. Yeah.
You write all, even that, because I was going a little bit through I'm not a fan of the composition, the technical part, but of course it's important to say as well. So it's you basically that do all the composition,
Yes.
So all people here is just you, basically. You and the other guy as well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the magic is I write everything, like I write the lyrics, I write the music, and then I produce the demo version, and then I share it with the rest of the band, and then we end it together. So then the others put their own magic in it, performing really their best, so which is pretty the way it works.
So if you have to, for example, to do to see, for example, for the first album to the last, you how much do you think you changed in the evolution? Sometimes this time, in a technical way, like for example, as personal as well. I mean, of course, because you grew up, and of course you change. People change, it's normal. But you think that the sound change, or it's still?
So there are actually a few differences. More than one difference. I mean, from the sound aspect. We changed a lot, because of our first record was really more gothic metal, old-fashioned. And if you listen to the records, all our albums sound different, very different. It can be actually really tricky, because some people were thinking of somehow on the way we didn't know where to go, but some others actually were impressed by our variety, like the way we were actually making music. It was so dynamic and different. We were actually challenging ourselves. Actually, now thinking back, maybe some records I wouldn't do that way, but that's a different topic. But I'm saying from the sound aspect, actually, we changed so many times, and our last record, the new one, which is actually in work in progress, will sound really the heaviest ever.
That's good.
But still from the sound, I mean, vocals from the vocal aspect, it will be very, very, very impressive because I've been using like almost all I got, like all the vocal range I have, like so.
You have
Like,
a
so the
good
deep voices.
These are things
Thank
that
you.
that you have a really an amazing range vocals, because you can go from really,
Yeah.
like I was saying before, the warm, the deep
Yeah.
vocals to the highs, and this is
Yeah.
really good because, and but of course, I don't know if you did studies before or is it just
Yeah.
because it's
I'm actually a vocal
hard.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a
I used
vocal
to teach
coach.
vocal. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yes. I used to teach in school in Italy, and then I did it here, but it was like kind of complicated. Teaching in the flat, you know, I had like
Yeah.
people. It was kind of tricky.
In Italy, it was in a school and some.
Yeah, it was in school.
Wow, that's
But
amazing. But you know
yeah,
that,
it was
nowadays you can do it with Zoom online deals. You can do vocal coach
true.
online. Yeah.
The point is, I don't want to do it.
You don't have the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the time, and I'm not patient enough. I mean, I'm already super patient for so many other things, and I don't have it left for teaching. So going back to the record, another difference is the wording. So, the earlier records, I was using more metaphors to describe feelings.
Okay.
So yeah, even more old-fashioned words, and yeah,
beautiful.
like, and then I started getting more into the, you know, I started cutting to the chase. So I've been using like more straight words to talk to people. And for example, our last record, like the new one, which is not out yet, it's still work in progress. It is absolutely probably the straightest about, because of the words I've been using and describing all the feelings I've been through. I actually wrote it during the lockdown, the first lockdown.
Imagine
so,
this
yeah,
feeling compressing in
really
your
hard.
chest, like I'm going straight away.
Yes, absolutely, and then I think people would feel really connected to it. And it's not about the lockdown itself. It's actually like because and through the lockdown, I had a chance to dig into myself and find myself, lose myself, and find myself again. You know? So I wrote all about it, and I'm pretty sure there's so many other people felt the same way.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. That a lot of people will connect with that, because for me was one of the first person that you find yourself alone. I'm only child, so I was completely alone. I just had to face all the thing alone. So what am I'm not allowed to see friends. I was just with myself, no relatives, no parents at all. So I have to face it. I was single back then. I was completely alone. So you have to face your fear. You have to face your thoughts. The worst things in the world, your thoughts. So, and then you grow up, exactly. You change. And then when you are outside, you change. Something, what happened to you during the lockdown? I grew up sometimes. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I told myself, like, I kind of find myself again. But I kind of survived a really depressive time because I really had really dark thoughts. And I'm not talking about dark music. I'm talking really like bad stuff. And so I needed to write it down, and I put it down in music, and it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot, and which actually reminded me what happened like in the past with writing my music. And I've been receiving like letters or messages or emails from so many people, so many fans telling me that through my lyrics, through my music, they got saved, you know what I mean? And they found hope, you know what I mean?
This is beautiful. Yeah, because it means that,
made me feel...
all the works you do, all yourself you put in the music, it helps to save people. Yeah, because like I was saying before, there are this new generation that is really extreme in the decision they can make, and especially with this new label about mental disorder, that for me is just like bullshit, because they are all this new stuff, BDP, whatever, and then just people is just, if you are, for example, you are not in some category, you are that, because you have to be labeled in some way also, always. So maybe these teenager, young girls grew up with this mindset. So they start also because they have everything today is more accessible. Their art can be broken several times. Even the hopes that people can disappoint you really easily today, and maybe there are guys and girls that are more strong, so maybe they just go tough. But the other ones maybe more weak. They have to. if maybe, for example, they don't go to therapy or they don't find the strength, they just take bad decision. And maybe sometimes when you really, because the music is one of the things that you listen, you always listen. I don't know any human that say I don't listen music. You listen always music, even if you are in the car or in the city hall. Maybe you listen that song that really help you to think, and sometimes even to save your life. And that's a really great thing.
Absolutely.
If you achieve
absolutely.
If you achieve that, and I can say that you basically did one of the best things in the world, saving other lives. So really, it's
I agree. And on the other side, it also makes you a little responsible, because besides as other artists saying that they write whatever they want and they don't care how people react to it, if people relate to their music. I do, because I'm communicating, and the reason why I'm making music is I want to communicate and share feelings, and also try to tell people, look, if you're having a shitty day, you're not the only one. You're not alone. If you got cheated or betrayed by a friend, whatever, you're not alone. So I'm trying to connect to people, say, okay, life can be hard, but we can share it together. We can help each other, also through emotions. And so when I talk to people, I take responsibility what I'm saying. So that actually can be tricky. But for example, I wrote one of the new songs that I've been writing during the lockdown, and it's one of the new ones in the record. The new record. It's about self-harm and suicide, for example. And I treat the argument pretty well because I've been studying that stuff, so I know from the psychological.
It's a argument. Speak about it.
Yes, absolutely, and I know how it feels like, because I've been there. You know what I mean? So I what needed to write about it, and I'm pretty sure that people will when we will listen to it, they'll feel understood. But also, I'll give people a reason why to keep fighting, because we all matter. That's what's important. We all matter. We all matter. Nobody's better than anyone else. No, but completely. We need to be. No, we have to be aware of that. It's not about the biggest expectations of social media or the people on the magazines to give us, because they are the people. They don't look like that. They will never be like that. They'll never be that famous. Or they'll never be that rich. That's not what life is about. Even though it's really hard. Even though it's really hard to explain, because
I think that
we live in this world.
You can just look even to your, I don't know, the first, that's why one of the reasons I started, for example, when I started these webs in Poison Rock, back in the days, I had another one, but in the last 2 years, since the lockdown, I started interviewing, you are in your town, surrounded with your friends since you were a teenager, so basically you have the same background, music or not. I started with, first band, second band, and still today, only maybe my closest friends that are with me in Poison Rock, no one from my town never saw one interview, never shared one interview. So, and other people, sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm done. Because, for example, even if you interview Megadeth, I was like, come on, seriously? And not even them. What the fuck? What's going wrong? Because I don't do it. I don't do it for because I want to be seen. I just do because I want that people knew that musician, so they know the person they are listening to music. So who is that is writing or is composing the music? I want to know, because it happens to me that I never, for example, liked that kind of music. I met the artist and I started to listen to that music. So it could happen for the other people. But when no one supports you from here, and for a certain moment I was completely alone. It was just me doing everything. It was like, okay, I am alone doing the interview, doing the picture at the festival, writing reviews, and I was going to quit. But then at a certain point, I see these sorts of circles. You can say it's not a circle. It seems like this kind of friendship I create outside the Europe. With the band, the other people that followed you. They say, why do you care about people there? If they are not supporting you, then doesn't mean that you are not supported all around the world. You are not alone. So that's you have true. To do it for yourself. So that's why you feel insecure. Absolutely. Everyone feels insecure. I think even the most famous top model in the world sometimes feel insecure. So it's because we all are, I mean, we're all fragile at the end. This is the truth. Like, we can be cool, as much as you want, but we all fragile and insecure somehow. Yes.
And if you are aware of that, your life will be kind of a little bit easier, because you have, when you look at someone, when you're talking to someone, you have to understand that also the person you're talking to feels the same way. Some
Yeah.
people just pretend better. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes
You
there
know?
is in the fragility there is a such I can say a certain of beauty, because it makes you
Yeah.
human, makes you human. And
Yeah.
if you say I'm strong, okay, maybe you have gone through a lot in your life that right now you are really
Absolutely.
strong. But
Yeah.
even the strongest person in the world has a little bit of weakness, and not in a bad
Absolutely,
way,
yeah.
but a little bit. So it's normal for everyone in the world say, taking, you know, even a period, say, I'm tired, I need to rest. It's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal, because
Absolutely,
otherwise
yeah,
we'd be just robots.
No, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
The point is, it's not about like we all like broken, but we all kind of, whoever has been living life more than 10 years has kind of got damaged by life, because life hurts. Life hurts. That's the basic truth.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm not saying that life is bad. Life can be amazing and beautiful, because you never know what to expect from it. But also you have to be prepared to get hurt. And when you are in pain, at the end, you're all alone with yourself. So you have to be strong in that case to understand what's going on with you. You know?
I have a thing to do, or a personal coach instead of vocal coach. I mean, you do it writing lyrics. You do a session by writing lyrics. Yeah, it's true, because sometimes if you can face the loneliness, you can face most of the things, because most of the people are afraid of being alone. That's why maybe they are surrounded by the wrong person. I don't want to say toxic, fake job, but the wrong person, maybe the wrong moment. Say, okay, I'm alone, first person next to me, and maybe that's what happened. Cheating, even friends that you can just, or simply just the wrong person. But just speaking about happy things, now is the moment of the influences, because all the time in all the interview there is this part. It's always the same. So I'm not going to ask you which are the of course I have to ask you because it's like a must. But then I will ask you a question about yourself. So first I'll just the influences of VLAD in Tears, the band, because of course it's the band.
Yeah, it's actually pretty basic. We can go from The Cure, for example.
Okay.
Example, Type O Negative, 69 Eyes, of course, Him band, absolutely one of my favorite bands. I mean, I grew up listening to all this music, but also let's say the heavier side, like Marilyn Manson and Korn and Rob Zombie.
Wow.
There's also like a dirtier side of VLAD IN TEARS, which is actually always been combined.
That's good, because give you maybe the tough, the strong, the side. Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Amazing. And now we go just a little bit. It's everyone most of the time asks me for this two type of question, but it's just for understanding better that your taste.
Shoot.
I don't want to say, because we already spoke about influences. We are still speaking about influences, but I'm going to ask you to choose 5 albums or 5 bands that influenced Christian since you were a kid until today.
All right. I say Korn.
Okay.
Take a look in the mirror. Then The Cure, Pornography.
Okay.
Then I say Love Metal from him.
I agree with you as well. Which song you prefer from Love Metal? This is for just a quick toss.
But that's really tough because I have 2 favorite ones. I mean, the slow one, loves the Funeral of Hearts, and Funeral of Hearts is actually Funeral of Hearts is actually one of my favorite. But also, I really love. Actually, I love like more than one. Like Circle of Fear.
Circle of Fear. The first song that I met them with this and Pretending. Remember this beat.
Cool stuff, And I don't know about. Probably, but Rob Zombie, I don't have a favorite because if I listen to the greatest hits, and I never bought a single album.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Okay, let's see, 4, 5. Yeah, Type O Negative. Christian Woman. Yeah, absolutely. Bloody Kisses. That's the favorite song. The first. Yeah, absolutely. That's my favorite. Yeah.
And from 69. At this point, I want to know as well.
Well, that's also really hard because they made like so many records. I'd probably say I don't know. Well, yeah, the old ones were really cool, but also like one of the latest that I really like Devils. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and
Yeah.
then he did, Angels. It was like I really like that because they kind of got a better sound, but really with the same style. So if I really have to pick one from the old stuff to now, I'd say probably Devils. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. And now you are an organizer, okay? So you are just free to choose the country where you want to organize the festival and the band that you want to put in. Could be any type of band, just even a band from the past century. I don't know, even if you want to put Mozart on that, just up to you.
So how many bands can I choose?
You can choose even 5, 2, 3, 10, 9. Just we don't have a number.
But that's easy. I have my favorites, so I'll start. But I don't know. The order. I don't know. That would be really tricky because this kind of music is like they're all really super famous. So I don't know who will get pissed to play after who.
Oh no! You gotta just pretend that everyone is happy. Everyone is happy.
I didn't say the
country.
Okay, I would say probably. Yeah, I would probably say. Yeah, maybe in Germany.
Okay.
I'll do it in Germany, because it's like festivals here in Germany are huge and absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like, we play the Gothic Treffen. Is like I don't know. It's pure poetry. It's like you go there.
Really?
It's a real black festival. You see so many thousands of people all dressed amazing, all dressed up beautiful, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's one of my favorite festivals I've been playing. Gothic Treffen, yeah. So Stella Nomine as well. It's kind of smaller, but it's amazing. We play that as well. So okay, but anyway, let's go back to our range of festival in Germany.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Berlin. No, Berlin is not good for these things. I would say probably Leipzig, which is like maybe a better place for this thing. Then I say, without the order. Rob Zombie, yeah.
Okay.
Rob Zombie, then Type A Negative, then I say 16 and Eyes, that's pretty cool. Then I say The Cure, then him, at the end, because I still remember when I saw them the last show.
You saw them? I never had a chance.
Yeah, it was the last show, the last tour, like farewell tour. And it was here in Berlin, and I remember when they played the last song ever, it was When Love and Death Embrace.
Oh my God.
I mean, everyone was crying.
Yeah.
It was like,
I will cry as well.
Sad. Yeah.
Oh my God,
I also cried a little bit because this guy, in the villa, when the show was already set, he sang perfectly amazingly. It was like amazing show, like unforgettable. And it was like so many thousand people was like unbelievable in an arena. After when the song was fading out, and also the band kept playing, he just say thank you all for everything, and he left in the dark. So it was like so dramatic, but so him. So I will never forget it. So probably I would love to see that again, but without knowing that he's not gonna be back ever again on stage with the band, him, because now he's playing with his other agents, whatever. I don't follow that. I mean, I saw it a couple of times, but it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why are you doing this? Like, okay.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's a personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they've been like a kind of pillar in mostly that people that think that was born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s. That him was one really big band that you knew since the first album. You were able to buy the first album until the last. So follow basically through all the career. But I'm speaking always about you because I've been following you through social media, and I see that you play a lot of different genres, not only just you can say this goth rock metal sound, but you play also some amazing Italian music as well. Some more. I mean, how all these type of influences you got it from? I don't know. It's from your personal style and influences, or just came from family, friends.
Basically, I listen to any kind of music, but just because I'm curious. That doesn't mean I do enjoy it, but I do listen to almost any kind of music. But basically, like when I'm not really focused, so I just listen to it. And at the end, I'm a musician. Like 360 degrees.
Yeah, so you
So
play a lot of instruments. You play a lot of
well, yeah,
instruments.
I studied piano like for
Okay.
15 years. So I was like going through any kind of genre. So I was like playing jazz, I was playing classical music, I was playing blues, and then also this folk songs with the electric organ that my father bought when I was like 6. So playing all this folk songs. Yeah, I was like this little dude playing this. Oh man, it was like absolutely funny. And I really do enjoy playing everything because I think music is beautiful without labels. Then when it's about when I want to write, it just comes natural.
Yeah.
Like it was like I was meant to write this kind of music. It's like stronger than me. I can play anything. I also can actually sing any kind of. So I don't have problems with it, and I really enjoyed it. But still, when I do put myself writing, that's the completely different thing. It's like it goes automatically.
Yeah,
Kind of write this kind of style. Yeah,
it's amazing. Before, of course, the ending and the greetings to the Italians and the people worldwide. Just want to ask the future project of VLAD in Tears. What's boiling on the pot?
Well, yeah, that's pretty cool because of as I told you, we've been working on the new album, which is gonna be ready soon. We don't have a release date yet.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like really like a big step forward as like musicians and also like as the genre we've been playing for so many years. But yeah, it will be like really the heaviest, but still really the most various. So that's the first thing. We worked on the new album, which is gonna be the number 8 album.
Okay.
And yes, and then
I remember 8 now. Just to is the song of him, "Circle of Fire," was the number 8 song. It comes into my mind these thoughts, just stupid thoughts. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. All right. So then we are going to release small EP.
Okay.
On the 16th. On the 16th now, December the 16th. Yeah, December 16th, we're gonna release this EP, which is called Souls on Sale and 6 Ugly Kids, which is basically a demo version, a really dry and super old-fashioned goth rock demo version of
that's
6 songs.
Cool.
Yeah. But there are the six songs belonging to Souls on Sale, this record that has been released 4 years ago. So it's like something special for people to collect. The people actually can listen to something really, really different with a different approach. These old songs, and before the big production came through, So I think people will really enjoy that. Yeah, exactly. It's like really more dry and more doom with a really lower vocal lines, and so I think people will love that. So it's gonna be like on December 16th. Souls on Sale and 6 Ugly Kids will be released on all international platforms, and it's powered by Sonic Seducer, this national big magazine. German magazine. Yeah.
There won't be a physical edition. Will be just.
We don't know yet. yet. For the time being, we keep it digital because of we don't see a reason why to. Yeah. For now, So anyway, and then we are planning this 19th, December 19th.
Okay.
That we're gonna be acoustic live in Italy.
Back in home, you can sing even in Italy. You can sing double language that as well. If you are there, people from Italy that are looking to us.
Are they?
I like this question. I like this answer. I like this answer.
Okay, in Italian out there. Hello, hi Italy. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna perform this acoustic live show in Italy the 19th at 7 p.m. and it's gonna be in Sora in this cafe bistro. It's called Deliri. In Italian.
Okay.
In Italiano è Deliri.
Okay.
So, and we're gonna be performing acoustic live like around 40 minutes.
Okay.
And we're gonna be live on Instagram.
Okay, on Instagram. Okay.
But on the Sonic Seducer magazine Instagram account. So everyone can go and connect to Instagram, to Sonic Seducer Instagram account.
That's really good.
They will see us. Yeah, they will see us probably like they can ask a couple questions, plus they can enjoy the whole live show. So we're gonna be from Italy connected to Germany and all around the world.
Yeah, so people could interact in here and there while you're playing. That's a really good idea.
Really good thing, yeah. And then at the end, I don't know.
It's like a good present for the fan, you can say.
I think it's something really special, like it's like Christmas present for everyone.
And you have some lives in 22 Planet.
Yes, absolutely. We were supposed to play these 3 shows at the end of November. One of them would have happened on my birthday, but then sadly it did not happen. So we're gonna play these 3 shows in Poland, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th of January.
Okay, so now
I don't remember the name of the cities because they're like Polish, so it's really hard to remember. You're gonna check it out you're gonna check it out on the Facebook, on Instagram.
I will put it everything in the description, the way on the video. You can be sure for that. Of course.
Thanks, good thinking. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course other live shows if will be permitted. Like we're really hoping that this dark times will be over soon, because it's like never ends.
Yeah, I know. It's endless. And as far as you know, Italy, I don't know how many fucking rules we have from now. It's like being locked. You're like, can I say, you're forced to do everything they want. It's basically controlled. And so.
What are you gonna do?
Speaking about just everything, just if you just since you were at the end, what's that? It's the message you want to.
It's my love, you know. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, you know.
Your child, your soulmate.
It's my baby, like Piggy. That's his name. That's her name.
It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. It's there. It's next to you. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now.
There's a small parenthesis. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good mixing the language. So if you just want to make a message, leave a message, just say, leave a message. It seems like the secretary, like, okay, leave a message.
We'll call you right back. Yeah. Leave a message, please. We'll call you as soon as possible. We'll call you back.
No, we can. If you just what for you to say to the Italian fan and worldwide fan. So I leave it to you.
It's both, actually. Hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure that some Italians really do understand English.
Yeah, so there are the subtitles anyway. There are the subtitles, of course.
But I don't want to be mean, you know, because I still love Italy and I love Italian people. I just hope, I mean, the things would have been like a little different for me, like in the past. But I still have friends there, and my family is still there. And Italy is one of the most beautiful places in the world. So let's still keep it up and fight for it, because Italy is still amazing.
When you are in Italy, sometimes you say, I prefer another country. But when you live abroad, you are proud to be an Italian, and especially about the food. When you eat pizza, you're all the time pizza or the coffee. Our coffee is the coffee. So so
best food ever. Yeah, so my message is to everyone. I know this like in general message.
Yeah.
These are really hard times, and I'm with you all, guys. So we still have to hang in there. Try to be healthy as possible, as happy as possible, and strong, because we have to. And never forget that you're not alone if you're having a hard time. You're not alone, and we can always talk and share and be open to communication, because nobody should feel left out or completely lonely, because everyone deserves a chance and everyone deserves to be loved. That's what I truly believe. And besides that, I hope you all guys are gonna enjoy our music. So check it out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Subscribe to our newsletter on our website, like www.vladintears.com.
And I will add
subscribe.
Go to YouTube, because they have amazing video clip.
That's perfect. And I wish you all like super amazing end of the year, and also Merry Christmas. You never know. So,
So
and I always stay Vlad. That's the best. Stay Vlad.
So thank you so much, Christian. It was really a pleasure having this talk, and who knows? Maybe we will catch up. I don't know. I don't think in where we. The last time when I see you like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was. Maybe this time in a big gigs, I don't know, in a festival and have fun. So thank you so much for
also come visit Germany.
Yes, I'm always in Germany.
You will see the big shows there. You actually will see
I'm always there. I take 1 month every year, like in summer, and I'm always in Germany, going there around it. I don't know what all the time is, because there are, you know, there are many festivals. So between a festival and another, just going to look to see some cities.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Absolutely. And let's stay in touch. And thank for everyone who's watching, and follow this fucking amazing band, because really can help you through the rough and the good times. Thank you so much, Christian.
Thank you.
Bye.